So I lead with my Gengar here for this battle, and he sends out his Breloom. And I go for the Shadow Ball and not the Psychic, just because I can hit everything really well with the Shadow Ball. And I end up killing it, so that's good. I do end up killing the Breloom. Then he sends out his Salamence, and I go for my Ferrothorn to wall that thing. The thing's scary. So I go for the Ferrothorn. He goes for the Dragon Claw, doesn't do shit to my Ferrothorn. So I go for the Leech Seed. But he sends out his Ranunculus. I don't know how to say that thing, but oh well. So he goes for the Ranunculus, I go for the Leech Seed. It doesn't do shit. Leech Seed doesn't do shit to that because of its ability. It's kind of irritating. And then I go for the Stealth Rocks to get some rocks out there, you know, get some damage. And he goes for the Calm Mind, he gets powered up. I go for the Gyarados, and I know the moment that I go for that Gyarados, I'm dead. And he uses Focus Blast, thinking that I would stay out, and it doesn't, and it hits my Gyarados really hard. I go for the Dragon Dance set up, he goes for the Psychic, kills my Gyarados. I knew that was stupid. And then I go back to my Gengar, thinking, alright, I'm gonna go for the Shadow Ball again. Shadow Ball just doesn't cut it. He ends up living a little bit because he did Calm Mind, so I guess, you know, whatever. So he ends up landing a kill on my Gengar. It kind of sucks, but whatever. But I go to my Dawn Fan, get a little bit of a revenge kill here with my Earthquake here, and I go for the Earthquake. I do end up, I'm a little bit faster, and I kill it. So that's good. I get my revenge kill. I revenged you, Gyarados. He goes to his Mamoswine. I'm like, alright, Mamoswine, I'm gonna go for the Seed Bomb. I hope I surprised him right here. But he goes for the Icicle Crash, does big damage to my Mamoswine. And I do big damage to him, but sadly he's faster. I should have switched to my frickin' Darmanitan, but I did not. And he ends up killing me here, which is alright, you know, whatever. He gets a kill on my Mamoswine. Luckily there was no rocks for me, so I didn't really lose. But I go back to my Darmanitan, and I go for the Fire Blitz on this guy. He sends in his Jellicent, you know. It does a lot of damage to a Jellicent, and then I go for the U-turn, you know, get my guy out of there. I don't want to lose my poke, so I go for the U-turn. Don't really do it as much for the damage, and I send in my Foxy Lady there. She takes a nice hit like she always does. She's very beautiful, by the way, in case you didn't know. But he goes for the Skull, doesn't really do shit to her. I go for the Toxic. I kind of predicted him to switch, but he doesn't, which is kind of silly, I think, but whatever. But I go for the Toxic. I get the nice Toxic on that thing. He gets nice and poisoned. He burns me, sadly, though. But little does he know, I have Heal Bell, and he does not, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, I go for the Heal Bell. Cure all my ailments. He goes to his Mamoswine. And I'm surprised this thing did not kill me. He goes for the frickin' Close Combat, I think it is. Forget what the hell move. A huge fighting move. He goes for the Superpower, that's what it is. He goes for the Superpower. Pretty much kills my frickin' Umbreon. I do get the Toxic on him though. And then I go for the, I believe I go for the Protect here. Let's see. Yeah, I go for the Protect, you know. Stall this thing out a little bit. It's necessary to do that, especially with a Toxic and a Pokemon like that. And you know, let the Toxic do a little bit of damage, and that thing's attack is lowered, so I know my Ferrothorn's safe, so I send out my Ferrothorn, thinking, alright, I'm gonna kill this guy with some barb damage, which I do. He jumps right into his thorns, and my Toxic ends up claiming him, so that really does help. And yeah, so I kill his Mamoswine. It's back, you know, it's back to a tied game now. It's back to a tied game. He sends out his Jirachi. I'm like, alright, you know, whatever. I'm just gonna frickin' set up on this thing, but he uses Fire Punch, and that was really annoying. Pretty sure he lands the burn on me too. Yeah, he lands the burn. I'm burned now. Luckily though, it is Leech Seeded, and I was really hoping that my Umbreon, I switched to my Umbreon to go and get some recovery and some healing done, and I was really scared that would have killed her, but it didn't, and I was very happy about that. So I go for the Wish, you know, because I need to. I need to get some healing up on her, so she can take another hit. And he ends up switching out, and he goes to his Salamence here. And I go right for the Wish, you know, whatever. Then I believe I go for the Protect next, just to get that Wish off. Yeah, I go for the Protect, allowing Wish to safely come to me, which I get my wish. You know, she gets a lot of her health back. And then I go for the heal bell, you know, to heal my buddy there, because I can't really deal with that. And I'm really happy that he switched. That really made a safe entry here for my Ferrothorn, I thought. And you know, he goes for the Iron Head, you know, trying to kill my frickin' Umbreon, which he's no, I go for the Wish. I'm sorry. I go for the Wish. He goes for the Iron Head on my Umbreon. It doesn't really do anything. Doesn't do too much. You know, I go for the Wish, and then I go right to my Ferrothorn. And I was very happy he didn't predict this, which is another thing I thought he would have done, but he did not. So, you know, Ferrothorn takes an Iron Head, doesn't do shit to him. Then he receives the Wish, you know, a nice big heal. And the Jirachi goes for the Fire Punch again, but I go for the Leech Seed to, no, I go for the Power Whip. And I actually kill this thing. I don't know why I did this, but it paid off in the end. So I killed him. I'm like, alright. So then I go for the Leech Seed here to try and get some healing, you know, get some healing and damage on this guy. And he goes for the Fire Fang. Does a lot to me, you know. It's alright. I get burned again. My frickin' Ferrothorn's been burned this whole game, guys. It's real annoying, but it's alright, you know. Well, I got Leech Seed's heal coming up too, so that burn's not too bad. I go for the frickin' Protect, you know. Gonna stall this thing a little bit and pretty much bringing it. Next turn, I believe I bring it to 1% health, which is really annoying. But I go for the Power Whip just to kill this damn thing. He goes for the Fire Fang. We end up both killing each other right here, which kind of sucks, but it's alright, whatever. Ferrothorn did his job. He's definitely earned his stripes this battle. Then I go to my Darmanitan, and it's pretty much GG. I just go for the Fire Blitz and fuck this thing's world up. You know, but yeah, otherwise this guy was pretty good. I feel like he could have predicted a little bit better, and it's alright though. You know, whatever. It worked in my favor, so I'm not complaining. But yeah, anyway, that's the battle. Hope you guys liked it. Well, that was the battle. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you would like to see more, like, comment, subscribe. This is my second video, so I'm still fairly new. If there's anything I could be doing differently or doing better, please let me know through a message or comment. Otherwise, I'll be making more, and thanks for the views, and take it easy.